My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. It's grudge match time. I'm getting this run. I'm not willing to put together a streak of losses. Oh, and Glow Up will certainly help with that. 1 Ember to advance a unit and propagate 2. We have 2 copies of it in the base deck, 2 copies of Vent. We've got Hellhorned with the Shardtail Queen and the Underlegion led by Madam Lionsmane. So we have the Spore Touchers, as well as Queen's Impling. So we have a bit of backline damage through the Decay. We have a bit of frontline damage through the Queen's Implings. A bit of AoE damage with these vents. Maybe I could even upgrade this and make it holdover, use this for most of my clears. Who knows? And of course, a Steelworker as well. 1 Ember 2 size. This guy is just a very solid lad. Resolve to apply armor 6 to all friendly units. Fleshweaver is giving mass. It's giving large. It's huge. It's in its big era. Wing Spirit is also going to allow us to full heal frontline units. Not going to be super relevant in this clan combination. That's okay. Clan cards only offer rares. Am I a bold enough dude to do that? Merchant of Steel, Underlegion. I'm unlikely to get Sweep, so Shadow's Sheath is slightly less usable. I'm not going to say it's not usable. Give me the rares. Give me the rares. Royalty. On Rally. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. There might be something to this. Shardtail Queen triggers on Rally. There are a lot of Rally triggers in the Underlegion clan because as soon as you create a fungi, every individual fungi is 1 Rally trigger. We could get a very large Shardtail Queen, and frankly, I'm all about it. An unexpected clan combination, a little bit of synergy to start off with, gimme. Of course, we don't really have any way to spawn fungi in our base deck. We're gonna have to draft into that, but that's okay. That's okay. Look, we'll figure it out when we have to figure it out, you know? Shardtail Queen, Steelworker, and then I've got spaces to chump with a single imp. Unfortunately, didn't have any way to utilize Glow Up there. Go, give that guy a bunch of Spore Touching. Enough Rally triggers on the bottom line to get us through. Perfect. And the Steelworker was seeing to our survivability that entire time. Oh my god, this could not have gone better. Certainly seems like Capacity is a very likely first pick for us so that we can get additional Rally triggers on the same... Oh, right, of course! I was like, how are they all rare? I literally immediately forgot what the Shattered Halo does. Transcend him. When played, repeat all summon effects triggered so far this battle. I mean, in a world where imps exist. Fast Stand, Doubles Rage, Alloy of the Ancients, I do really like just having straight up giant armor application for a single unit, but you see a Transcendent, you pick the Transcendent, I think. Although it's going to be really difficult. My Transcendent is only ever really going to do Queen's Implings, because how am I going to get the other imps? I guess from artifacts, maybe? Fungi in a suit, hello! Consume spawn 3 and then apply armor to the troop equal to 4 times the troop stack. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's the ability to spawn troops, the thing that I'm bad at. The thing that I need. Give me Merchant of Steel, I'd love to see Dualism. Tight Knight, not bad. Quick, definitely not bad. I think Amorous Inoki for the bottom line makes some sense. Another Rally trigger down there. That becomes a lot worse when I'm spawning things, unless I have someone who's mini. There's also Squad Leader, adds trample to fungi, troop adds 2 additional damage per stack. Main problem with that being that we don't have troop. Ooh, Merchant of Steel with Forgotten Boons and Empyrean Well next to it. I think regen is... If I'm going to be jump blocking and I'm going to be using armor, maybe regen doesn't matter as much, so I take Squad Leader. With the one size, it gives me the ability to both have a space for a Queen Simpling and also have a space for troops on the bottom line. The only problem is it's really optimistic that I'm going to get a lot of troops. Titan Knight on Steelworker, I think, is really helpful here. I'm also just going to give you straight up 20 additional health, buddy. It kills me to walk away from a quick without taking it here, though. Just don't have the right units to hold it. -1 energy per turn. Yeah, not really important. Doesn't really matter to us. Hold up. Shardtail Queen has a rally trigger. Rally triggers still occur in deployable phase, so I should play her first. Glow Up is going to be a really good way of getting additional troops. I just need a troop on the field, and then Glow Up can keep them going. Perfect. I had to take 2 damage for this, but we get to clear the Flagellant on most of these lines. I mean, yeah, this one's clear as day. Spore Touch Vent, and that'll take him. I really want to hit the magic upgrade because I think if I can get, you know, I mean, the best outcome is consume removal -2 cost, right? Put both of those on the fungi in a suit and then double it. Get a second copy of it in the deck. Suddenly we're doing stuff. Rage Room. Friendly units gain Rage 2 on Strike and Revenge. It's some scaling, but it's scaling for the units that chump, so not really. Impalate just dealing 150 damage to an enemy. Honestly, I think it's exactly where we want to go. And I'm going to take a second fungi in a suit. I know both of those, unfortunately, came with additional calcified embers, but, like, it's exactly what I need. Hellhorn Banner, Merchant of Mahik. I will want a second floor, and I think looking at another unit's going to be pretty relevant to that. Spell Chain, you say? Interesting. Perfect. Apex Imp. An imp that actually I can use, and it has a summon trigger. Woo! Armored. Gain rage equal to the amount of gained armor, and on summon, gain armor 5. It's just a very good unit, and it can get really, really, really stupid. So Spell Chain, I think Glow Up takes a Spell Chain. I think I reroll. Unfortunately, -2 consume is not now going to be able to come after, but I will be able to give +10 magic power to something. Double stack. Unfortunately, this doesn't double the amount of troops. It just doubles the amount of armor they get. Significantly less relevant, unfortunately. -1 permafrost on a fungi in a suit. Honestly, realistically, I think I need a +10 for event. And then I don't think the permafrost is that important. I think I just need to play the fungi in a suit when I see it, so. Oh, but I also zero costing that glow up. I'm gonna zero cost the glow up. It's such a good dupe target in the deck now, and also, come on. Oh, if only. I was really hoping that we were gonna get the magic mirror. But also I could have added another upgrade over the top. Graft a random equipment onto a unit. Some equipment completely removes an ability, a unit's defensive abilities. So I don't think I want to put this on top of the Steelworker. I think Apex Inc. can probably hold this. Combustion Suit. Yeah, that's just 10/10 worth of stats, and also apply unstable to enemies when you strike. You're a really good bottom line target now as well, because you gain rage when you gain armor, so being defended, Steelworker defending is really nice on that bottom floor for you. If I can keep this run alive long enough, this will be a very good run. Only problem is fulfilling that. Hell yeah. No way, that's not how that works. I think I'd chump with the Spear Steward on the top line, because then at least the Shield Steward has an enemy that it can, like, take out next turn. And then I still need to play on the bottom line, because if I don't start triggering Rally down there, like, that's already I'm going to fail to take down enemies. Yeah, Impalate literally deletes Flagellants. It's so good. Another unstable trigger on that floor. Perfect. God, I really need to get a frontliner. Ooh. That Flagellan's gonna deal some damage to us. Like, if I go all out, can I stop you? No. Even if I go all out, I still end up taking 15 damage that Flagellan as it ascends here, so... As a result, I will not focus on you at all, ever, actually. Actually, hang on. Before we do any of those, I think this is my Winged Spirit turn. I think we full heal all floors. And then I take the opportunity to carve off some additional mass on the Fleshweaver. You've also got decay on you, so you'll lose some additional mass as a result of that. Because otherwise, your size is... You got size, buddy. It's a lot to deal with. We get a lot of damage on this floor if we can get the Apex Imp to survive. It'll do also a carving of a lot of mass. The only problem is not being able to get the fungi on the bottom line. I think carving off that mass is going to be important, though. I'm pretty sure I'm screwed. Courtesy of not having enough bulk. That's some additional unstable on you. Yeah, this one doesn't make it through if I do it like this. Alright, I'm changing my approach to this fight. I'm literally just redoing it. I'm literally just doing it from the top. I think Steelworker defending Shardtail Queen needs to be maybe the last thing for us. And then Apex Imp defended by a Shield Steward for the midline. Maybe for the bottom line, actually, because then, yeah, then the Combustion Suit is going to be able to do a lot of work for us. So this is my other consideration of how maybe this could possibly work. Pop off some mass. Big ol' Imbolate. That'll do a bunch of additional explosions still, with all that unstable that came up from the previous floor. This would be a good turn to full heal the Shield Steward and Steelworker, I suppose. Granted, doesn't manage to keep that unit alive. Squad leader defends enough to be able to take out the entire bottom line, which is nice. King's Impling for the block and additional carve. See, I really want to be able to play Fungi in his suit on the top line. But I'd have to sacrifice the bottom line to be able to do so this turn. A thing I am unwilling to do. I can also defend a lot more damage by just throwing an additional shield suit in that position. Oh, they're doing exact lethal damage on the bottom line, so as long as I use my vent there at the end of the turn, we're fine, which means I think this is the first turn I'm capable of using Fungi on the top. Oh, no. But even if I do, I don't... Damn it. I don't keep a stack there. Keeping a stack there is really important. Oh, but also, if I vent on the bottom line, I end up losing the Apex Imp anyway. Okay, I'll just keep my unit on top. Because I end up carving off another mass, and then the additional mass also kills it. There we go. So now I have the ability to glow up on the Fungi to add 2 additional size. I think maybe I have to give Combustion Suit to the Steelworker. Keeps it around for a long period of time, but also manages to utilize it as double its health value for the Titanite. Opportunity to use another Fungi in a suit. And we're ready. Perfect. Calcified Ember, Vent, got him. I'm glad it worked out. Tome of Evergrowth applies the Evergrowth ability, regen 3, sap 3. My minions don't super care about regen or sap, to be honest. I'll take Spiked Legion, consume to 2x Propagate. Another Steelworker, another Amorous Inoki. I think there's a fair argument that maybe my lines should be 2 Steelworkers next to an Apex Imp. And then the bottom line is Shardtail Queen with as many Implings and Chumps as I can possibly fulfill. I'll take a second Steelworker. Gotta go Capacity. Merchant of Steel with the Dupe Space. So the Dupe Space is really important for another Glow Up. And yeah, the Merchant of Steel is still really important here as well. Stone, yeah. Quickstone, pretty relevant to Apex Imp. Dualism and Endless both matter. Dualism will also hit Dualism on the suit, so we'll have an unstable 10 on all enemies. Unfortunately, that still needs to actually kill the active enemy for that to be relevant, but also, you gain 10 armor on entry, which gives you even more rage. Of course, there's another argument, which is Endless on Transcendent, but the Transcendent currently doesn't really care about being Endless. I'm gonna go with Dualism Rage Imp there. Hold the rest. Imperials, Imp Toss. Kill all Imp units. Deal 10 damage to each enemy per Imp unit that died. No, I'm going to be increasing the rally trigger, and I'm going to be getting truly stupid with it. I will say, another copy of that exact same Apex Imp is also really good. Like, if a line was just Steelworker, Apex Imp, it'd be... Oh, God, it's too good. It's too good. It's so much better. It's like, unfortunately better. And it gives me the ability to still get a defender on the bottom line at least. That's nice. I'm going to suit and I get to keep my fun guys. Oh, hell yeah. Spike a Legion. Propagate 6 more of them. And then 2 more of them. And then another 2 of them. The rally triggers are going wild. Annoying. I'll imbelate you rather than letting you get away. It's a little frustrating that the Apex Imp floor is so much better than the Shardtail Queen floor, because the Shardtail Queen floor does need to be low so that it has the ability to benefit from chump blocking as much as it does. Because if I just let the Apex Imps clear entire lines, I end up with a bunch of Imps that just aren't dying on Shardtail Queen's line. Which I guess, you know, you could use the Imp Toss ability for, but then I've got 2 sweep lines. So what am I doing? You care about incants. Yeah. Of course, now all I need is the ability to give additional armor to the second floor. Because the armor becomes rage, and then we just slaughter enemies with it. Speaking of, hello, Alloy of the Ancients, consumed to apply armor 30 to a single unit. Thank you. Mitosis cap. Celebrate, create a permanent copy of this unit. Ooh. There's also Great Decay if I really wanted to do it that way. I could even use the Tome of Evergrowth on Apex Imp, so I could use the dualism from Apex Imp. So the Tome of Evergrowth would give 6 regen and 6 sap to the same target. I'm leaning Mitosis cap because another Apex Imp is so ridiculous. Also, I could just Mitosis cap this good Steelworker and then put a second good Steelworker on the bottom line. Yeah, I just use it to get a couple of additional cards. Merchant of Arms, Merchant of Magic, Underlegion. I mean, there's still a bunch of things that I really want to do at a Merchant of Magic. If I could get Intrinsic on Fungi in a suit, like, things change. Oh, remove Consume from Alloy of the Ancients and then give it Spell Chain? Yeah, I want multiple copies of that sliding around this deck, please. Plus 10 magic power for the second vent. It's giving us another AoE option early. Yeah, it was going to be really difficult to... I was about to say, it's going to be really difficult, but Cluster Kernel... That's just spawn 4 on the Shardtail Queen every turn. That's actually exactly the card that I take. How dare you? You gave me almost the only card I would accept in that instance. And also, it's going to change the way that I play because I'm going to have to get an energy relic so I can play it in the deployable phase. It'll be worth it. Actually, I think that's what I do. Oh, I got the second Apex Imp on turn 1. Hell yeah. Cluster Kernel spawns 4 on resolve, which then immediately gives plus 60 damage to the Shardtail Queen. Fungi in a suit adds a bunch of additional bulk to the fungi. Oh, this is gonna go well. Oh, the AoE clears on the bottom line. Oh no. Oh no, I actually can't get that collector. Rude. Yeah, that's my Titanite guy. What, you don't have a Titanite guy? Oh, you gotta get a Titanite guy. There's the alloys of the ancients. There you go. Plus 30 rage, plus 30 armor, plus 60 damage because rage gives 2 damage. Glow up on the next floor for plus 30 damage as well as plus 2 troop stack. What's not to love? Oh, those sure aren't getting off that bottom line. No, I don't lose him, do I? Oh, okay, good. Yay! Second copy of the good Steelworker in the deck now. Honestly, like another Impalate, just being able to delete frontline units this regularly, it's huge. And another Spike of the Legion because I'm actually getting decent things to propagate. I do really like a Merchant of Trinkets. Merchant of Steel, what value do you even have for me anymore? Very little. Wow, yeah, almost nothing I need. Come on, double my summon triggers. Oh my god, Twisting Mycelium. On turn start, spawn 1 on each floor per 20 cards in your deck. So yes, I will always have someone on the floor to be able to propagate. Perfect. Units get an extra upgrade slots, really valuable. Hold additional energy between turns. Not right now. Dante's Footstool. You know, in the right context, sure. I have one more Merchant of Arms at the very end. It's opposed by a Merchant of Steel, so it's probably a Merchant of Arms I'm actually going to go to. You know what? Give me the most ridiculous... Oh, never mind. I immediately got a room. I was about to say, give me the most ridiculous room when we get there. What about before we get there? What about Echo Vault right now? What if I just had Dualism for spells? Sorry, spell chain for all of the last spells I play on our floor on a turn. Steelworker, Apex Imp, and then Shardtail Queen, and then Cluster Kernel, and then Echo Vault on this floor because it's where we're really going to want to get the bulk. Speaking of where we want to get the bulk, I want to play Fungi and a floor on that floor, and then at the end of the turn, it plays Fungi and a suit on that floor again. Huge amount of damage for us. I mean, I think this one just comes down to hit him with a big old spike of Legione. Especially because it double stacks. It plays again at the end of the turn. Oh my god. Second verse, same as the first. Is that awful? Oh, that's actually awful. Yeah, we're not capable of killing with the fungi in the front line. So if we're not capable of killing with the fungi in the front line, that Bastion's going to make it all the way to the top. Which means I have to impalate. And then I can propagate 4. Yeah, it really does seem like additional energy is exactly what I need. Additional energy, the second Apex Imp being down in deployment phase, like literally these lines are never passing again. Of course, also like, you know, Alloy the Ancients being earlier in the deck, so like cutting some cards from this deck is also very valuable. Oh no. No, I suspect Steelworker will die. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be the second floor that's actually gonna get our kill for us. Because I don't actually want that Mitosis Cap to keep that unit alive. Ooh. A lot of damage on that floor. Okay, never mind. The Steelwork dies. Woohoo! Everything's okay! Yay! But damn, look at this! Shardtail Queen's already up to 1.2 thousand damage here. Thank you for hanging on literally just long enough to kill my guy. I don't need another Mitosis Cap. Certainly don't need another Transcend Imp. Racking Pain, though. Deal damage equal to 3 times the debuff stacks on this unit. Decay. With these two imps on the bottom line, will often have 20 on a unit. So this is like 60 damage to a single target. But it's also directed, whereas the Impalate's a frontline. Yeah, I could see some value in literally having a copy of that in the deck. Gotta go energy for the sake of deployment. I think I just argued there's no reason for me to go to a Merchant of Steel. Yeah, I even turned down a Firestone housing, which would have given me a reason to go. Oh, that's the kind of thing we're looking for. Consume removal, and then give it consume. -1 cost permafrost for a... Honestly, just for a fungi in a suit. Literally just give that to a fungi in a suit. I'll happily also take the opportunity to get an early removal on a steward. Alcove for... out of these? Hellhorn consumable, because... I'm looking for armor or imps. I'll take imps. Thank you. Ah, thank you. 25 additional damage every time I spawn a troop on the floor. Get him, Shardtail, my queen. At the start of battle, enemies are ready floor. I could put like a single Apex Imp on the top line by itself and it'd be able to defend up there. Is that necessarily a good idea? Yes. I mean, literally done. Bottom line now has enough rage and armor, and it'll clear bottom lines. Mid line's reasonably well handled too. Top line's already totally handled. Perfect. That's 400 free coins for me. Oh my god, fun guy in a suit, ready to dupe here already. I mean, yes, the answer is yes. I will be playing that as my final spell on this floor so that it dupes. I mean, realistically, I'm going to propagate 8, and then at the end of the turn, I'm going to propagate another 8. Each propagate 8 is 200 additional damage for Shardtail Queen. Anyway, this turn, I'm going to propagate 8, and you're never going to guess what's going to happen at the end of the turn. See, this being on the other side of the Fleshweaver fight is why I could not just let this go. The run had too much cool potential. Also, it's not like I'm holding on to a streak at this point. It's literally the first win of the run. Win of the streak, if it is, that is, of course. Impalates decent damage down there, then just double up fungi. So much armor as well from the fungi stacks. Do I mitosis cap to get myself another Apex Imp? If I'm honest, I think it's a good idea. I think it's just a really good unit in this deck right now. I mean, I honestly don't even really need to interact with this one. Just let that one roll. Good opportunity to burn another Calcified Ember out of the deck, and then, yeah, I think I will. I think I'm just going to hit you in the face for 2,300 damage with the Shardtail Queen, if you don't mind. One Horn's Tome, applying Fragile and Multi-Strike. Honestly, having source, like some source of Multi-Strike in this deck is really important. And also, the Apex Imp take this spell really easily. Another Fungi in a suit. Great Decay would not be able to end up burning out Fungi in a suit or just Fungi in a suit from the deck. Oh, and Alloy of the Ancients, which are two of our strongest cards, admittedly. That said, I'd probably... Would I care about not having some of these other cards? Honestly, no. Give me Great Decay. I think I can roll Great Decay here, actually. So I was originally planning on going to the Merchant of Arms to pick up a room. I don't think I need to do that at the moment. That said, removal and dupe, which is on the side of the Merchant of Arms, is significantly more impactful and interesting to me than a Merchant of Steel. Oh. Draw an additional card, but 25 cards in your deck. Yes, draw a relic, thank you. Summon triggers an additional time. It's good for some of the scaling. Equipped units gain armor 10. Guess who's equipped literally as soon as they enter the battlefield? Upgrade something to be the opening phase. I mean, this saves me a draw if it's in the opening phase, because I literally just immediately have it in hand. I think there's nothing wrong with taking that. I think removals here beg me to remove cards that don't want to stay in the deck. So, like, this unupgraded Steelworker, maybe. No. Spear Steward, definitely. Because all of the spells consume out now. So the Spore Touches and stuff like that. So, yeah, no, I can cut that other Steelworker. And then in terms of dupes, I want spells that are going to remain in the deck after the Great Decaying, which to me says Alloy of the Ancients or Fungi in a Suit, and I think another Alloy of the Ancients is the direction there. We're capable of doing very stupid things with this deck. Hopefully the enemy doesn't do something even stupider. I like a Steelworker on the second floor as well, not just for the defensiveness of it all, but also because getting some armor on the Shardtail Queen would make it much easier to give you the One Horn's Tome, which I'd like you to have. Yeah, these Apex Imps spawn in, they get 10 armor, because of dualism. They double that because of summon triggers, so they get 20 armor, and then they get another 10 from the graft equipment, giving them equipped bonus. All 30 of that armor, giving them another 30 rage, which is 60 damage. So they come in with that. That's how they spawn. Okay. Also, double Alloy of the Ancients, immediately got him up to 210. Glow Up is probably going to want to be my last spell on this floor. There's also a double dupe Impeter Box, but I think it's actually way worse and way less reliable than just hitting the triple Glow Up. Yeah, like, what am I going to do with those additional imps there? I'm gonna just throw those imps away on the top line. Oops. I was like, oh, why haven't I played this vent? And then I played it, and then I realized why I didn't play that vent yet. You've got your silence on the bottom line, so I have my vent ready to deal with that. Which I guess means I just use Giant Spike. Although actually it should be Glow Up Giant Spike because I'll be using Glow Up anyway. Okay. So it's Glow Up, Giant Spike of Legion, down for Vent. Yeah, because I don't have to worry about buffing all of these Purified Souls from the Chosen Ardent's incant trigger if I'm about to kill all of them before they get into combat. Now, this is why I wanted to get armor on the Shardtail Queen, because if I can dupe One Horn's Tome as the spell I double cast, that's plus 900 damage for the first cast and plus 900 damage for the second cast. Oh, double play Great Decay on this floor. Honestly, yes. It's -2 cost to all of my spells in deck. Like, it's not like it can give additional consume to them. And Curse of Entropy makes no difference to me, so I happily just play that out. Okay. Impalate, Impalate. Start working on that consume, and then Giant Propagation twice on this floor. Another 12 troops each time. 12 troops, what is that? 300 additional damage with 3 multi-strike? That's 900 additional effective damage. Unfortunately, I can't get the squad leader on that floor, but also the squad is not the thing doing our damage on that floor. Go, transcend him on the top floor for a bunch of armor. That's all it really gets. We will be losing Steelworker, useful. I mean, honestly, just watching the Shardtail Queen getting up to 6,000 damage is pretty cool. I don't need the bottom line to win necessarily. I would not have assumed that the Apex Imps with a combustion suit would have been my AoE suite. I just wouldn't have thought that was going to be the case. And how wrong I would have been. There you go. Got some additional armor. Oh, she's so big. The dome. I don't think anything really alters the way we should play it here. Especially the fact that I think I should just sack the top floor. That seems definitely correct to me. Oh wow, Great Decay already ready to be double played on that second floor. Great Decay. That'll double play on the floor. I'm fine with burning everything else out because all of the other spells in my deck are so much worse. Oh my god, we even lowered the cost of a Pyrelite because the Great Decay played after the Pyrelite was drawn. Sick. Unfortunately, obviously, the dupe this turn is going to be Shardtail Queen. Getting another One-Horn's Tome. The real unfortunate is that I can't put a squad leader on this floor. Still, it really doesn't matter that much. Give all the decay to Dominion. Bottom line seems dangerous until we remember I've got a vent in hand that can kill it. Duping Pyrelites is going to be really important as well. So I'll dupe a Pyrelite, then... Hold up, actually, Grow Up is also going to be played on that same floor, so we'll play it first. There we go. And I can take damages to the Curse of Entropies at this point, so I don't need to. I've got enough health that I should be using it as a resource here. Again, I think this one's going to be dupe Pyrelite, although I really like the idea of duping Fungi in a suit. Yeah, Savagery's dead basically next turn. Entropy's dead basically the turn after that. Winged Spirit is the harshest that I have to deal with at the moment. That's obviously not where I was trying to target that game. Did you not see what I was doing on screen, please? Please? There we go. Could not have been easier. Obviously, not only is the additional Pyrelite causing me to deal damage in additional time, but it's also causing additional scaling for our pyre every time we do it. I don't really have anywhere to put the imps at the moment, so I'm just gonna double play the pyre line and leave the imps in the deck. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, the end. Despite the numbers being significantly lower, just for old time's sake, I think I should double up on a fungi in a suit because it's a good card. I mean, from the start of run to the very end, obviously, so the slight little dalliance with possibly losing on the 3rd or 4th. Having the Shardtail Queen with the royalty line from the very start, and then just barreling down the line of getting as many rally triggers as possible was good fun. Oh, I also know what the additional clanless card is. It's the Days all units on all floors. That doesn't even consume, which is ridiculous, but it does cost 3. Very eager to find that card and gild it at some point in the near future. But for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The streak lives, by which I mean there is 1 win banked in this streak, and we'll be adding to it from here on out. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. A special thanks this episode to Corbo, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.